Hey everybody, it's John Van Fleet here, Technical Services Leader. I have today one of our brand new 3005 steering gears straight out of the box. We're going to do a quick instructional video on how to properly center and align your brand new steering gear. Now, one thing to get out in front of is our gears are built to OEM specifications. So if you have any modifications to your steering, suspension, or drivetrain system, we don't offer any guarantee of performance. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I have gone ahead and removed the coverings, the plastic coverings that come on the gear to protect it during shipping. One of the big parts of our gears is that we test every single one before they leave the factory. And so they have the plugs in the pressure and return ports. And during our processing or our testing process, we actually center the gear before it leaves the factory, but during the shipping process, a lot of times this gear will come slightly out of center. So we thought it was really important that we filmed a video and showed you guys how to properly center one of our steering gears before installation. It's an extremely important process to make sure that this thing maintains perfect centering during the entire installation process. So now we've got our steering gear out and we've removed all the packaging protection from it, and we're good to go ahead and get it centered, okay? So the first thing we're gonna wanna do to make this easier is gonna go ahead and remove the plugs that are in our pressure and return ports. This is going to make actually turning the steering gear to align this a lot easier, so it's pretty important. Now for me, these came out pretty easily. They didn't require any special tools or anything like that to do it. There is an Allen key slot that if they're really tight, you can use an Allen key to do it. Now, it's important to note when you pull these plugs out, power steering fluid is going to leak out. That's totally normal. Our steering gears are tested in the factory, and so because of that, that fluid is going to leak out, all right? So we have our tools here that are necessary to do the job. For this gearbox specifically, I have a 14mm wrench that will turn the input shaft really easily, works really well. For certain gears, there are splined on the input shaft. You'll find that a pair of vice grips or a pair of channel locks will work really well to do the job. But it's important that if we are going to use those tools, that we protect the input shaft splines from any damage so that we don't have any issues with installing it onto the vehicle, okay? So just keep that in mind when doing that, all right? So now that we're ready to start actually centering the steering gear, what we want to do is you want to take your tool, whatever it is you're using, and place it onto your steering gear there. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just turn it counterclockwise as far as it will go. Okay, now we don't want to force it. We just want to let it do what it's supposed to do. And there you go. We don't have to worry about counting turns or rotations or anything just yet. At this point, we're just getting it set to start doing the job. So now that we have reached that point, this is where we're going to start to count the turns, okay? And so it's important when doing that you put your tool in a location that is easy for you to document where your turns are. And so for me up here, it's pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and start my count. So there's one turn. There's two turns. There's three turns. And then we got about 3 1/4 turns out of the steering gear. And so what we want to do is we want to take that number of 3 1/4 and we want to divide it by 2. And that's going to give us the amount of turns we have to go back to get to our center point. So 3 1/4 divided by 2 is 1 5/8. And so now we have to turn this back the other direction 1 5/8 turns. So again, we want to put our wrench in a position that's easy to document the location and then count. So we're going to go ahead and start with just one turn, because that's the easiest one to do. So there's our one turn. And then we know we got to go 5/8, so we're going to go another half turn. And then once we're there, we're just going to go just a hair more to get us to that 1 5/8 mark. So now that we've got our steering gear perfectly centered, we want to make alignment marks to make sure that it stays in that perfectly centered position the entire time during installation, okay? So what I find easiest is the use of whiteout paint. I'll put a dab right on the top of the steering gear casting, and then I'll put another dab right at the end of the stub for the pitman shaft. Now, some people use paint markers, that's fine too. Whatever you have works best, but the important part on this is to know that we can't just put a mark on the steering gear and then on the splines for the pitman shaft. And the reason for that is because when you put your pitman arm on, you're not going to be able to visibly see those. And it's important that even when the pitman arm is on and before we install it to the center link, that alignment is still in, okay? So again, I like to put it right on the casting of the gear itself and then at the top of the stub for the pitman shaft. Now that we have the steering gear aligned and we have our marks set, we're going to go ahead and install it in the vehicle. So when you install it into the vehicle, the first step is going to go ahead and be to install the steering shaft onto the input shaft of the steering gear. When we do this, we want to move the input shaft on the gear as little as possible. If any movement is required, move the steering shaft on the vehicle. If your steering shaft is off center slightly, when we're done installing it, that will be fixed performing in alignment, okay? The next step, once we have the steering shaft attached to the input shaft, is to attach the pitman arm and the center link. The first step in this process should be to disconnect your outer tie rod ends. This will allow free movement of the center link system for easy installation on the steering shaft and pitman arm. So when we install this, go ahead and make sure that your alignment marks are still in line and you have your outer tie rod ends disconnected. Bring the center link to the pitman arm and connect it that way. Once all that is done, then go ahead and reconnect your outer tie rods to your knuckles. The next step is going to be to install the hoses, bleed the power steering system, and go and take and get it aligned. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching today. As always, we're available at the tech support line if you need us. Remember, the next time you need anything for your power steering system, choose Plews and Edelmann.